Hello folks, thought I'd take you on a little adventure with Falconstein. This is a uniquely messed up guitar, not a write-off. There is a definite purpose to this guitar, but it would be in studio, certainly not live. As well as the case for it is not the right kind of case, so I have to detune, pull the spring out of the Bigsby to get it to fit inside the case, and then it sits like this with a big space underneath. Not a big fan of moving this one around very much. I like the Bigsby, although it helps to work it in because it is, you know, the cheap plastic nut. Mainly the issue here is with the wiring. I mean, also the construction. I mean, it was supposed to be modeled on Chet Atkins' Country Gentleman, and I just wanted it in white. I had a piezo here, which would have been nice, because it's very good with that clean, sort of acoustic-y sound. But then, the Filtertron style pickups. It's bright. It's not at all muddy sounding guitar. But here we have a master volume, and clearly they didn't know what to do with this on the actual Gretches. These would raise and lower a foam block that would damper the strings. So this is a master volume, this is a master volume, this is a master volume. We have two tones, but the tones are not specific to the pickup. Each tone affects both pickups, and this particular one is not even attached to the body of the guitar. It's loose, and if you want to adjust it, you have to put your finger in the F hole and hold it. So I got to see if I can fix that. When I got it, some of these knobs were not on properly, and I actually had to use a hammer to get them to go down to where they're supposed to be. But I'm going to see if I can fix that. However, this is supposed to be a hollow body guitar. It is not. There's a center block in the middle. The F-holes were supposed to be decals or painted on. There was supposed to be access on the back. That's how these guitars work. However, for clean tones, certain kinds of sounds, absolutely this is a great sort of in-studio kind of instrument that you can use for a very specific purpose. So it's not a complete write-off, although it is pretty messed up, which is why I'm going to call it Falconstein. It seems stitched together from parts of different styles of guitars. It's a little larger than my 335, body-wise, but not thickness-wise. And really, these are supposed to be like big box guitars. So it's definitely an amalgamation of a number of different instruments here. They obviously just had no idea how to do this. And the funny thing is, a lot of the Gretches are made in China. However, you may have seen from my last video, my signature model, I'm just absolutely in love with that thing. It's hard to keep my hands off it. It really is. But let me show you. The mud switch is a little bizarre. Here we have the pickup selector. I think that covers all the... Oh, and there's a kill switch. So that's kind of interesting. This is very kind of delay filled. Just to run you through the different tones on the pickups with this kind of weird mud switchy thing. Play the mud switch a little. So it almost sounds like the volume increases. Middle position. Brightness difference. clean stuff, it's really nice. Let me see if I can find a... There's one up here that's really good for that acoustic. There it is. Let's go ahead. Because it is kind of a large body, you can get a half decent sort of acoustic guitar sound out of it. Let me go down to a chorusy sound for you. There's some really interesting tones to be had here. However, dirty tones are a little tougher. Interesting. But for clean stuff, so there's that, and let's knock that. And it doesn't really knock it out of tune. So I'm pleased with the Bigsby as far as you know, a trem system goes. I don't use it a lot, but there's some interesting sort of clean sounds that I can use this for in studio. But that's about it. It's a pretty odd guitar, but I can say I've got one. Added to the tonal landscape that I can access when I do things. So just thought I'd show that to you. We'll get back to noodling and all that fun stuff. We got a big holiday coming up, so my band just played in a place not too far from my house. It's done up like an old village. I had biam biam mie for the first time in my life, which was absolutely delicious. It's a very old-fashioned, traditional wide noodle dish. And I never had it before, so that was a treat. It was fun to play. We were supposed to play in a couple of days for the Labor Day holiday, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So maybe I'll take you on a little trip there and get back to goofing around with these guitars, and we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.